Hey, it's Arden with the West Central Montana Avalanche Center. I'm out here in the Rattlesnake up by Point 6, and the primary concern today is a wet snow avalanche problem. It's been downright hot for the last couple days with strong sun, and at some of these upper elevations, they haven't gone down below freezing for several nights now. So with that, I've seen a lot of very wet snow surfaces out here. In some places, I am sinking down into unsupportable wet snow even when I'm on my skis. And traveling around, there have been significant signs of wet snow instability. I've seen roller balls, and I've seen natural wet loose avalanches and human triggered wet loose avalanches. Those avalanches up on the ridge line, they kind of start a little small, and then as they move down the slope, they get bigger and bigger and entrain more and more snow. And I've seen some of them pushing up to the size where they could actually bury you. So if you're getting out in the backcountry, it's really these steep, sunny slopes that are a big concern right now for wet snow avalanches. And if you're seeing any roller balls or you're finding unsupportable wet snow, it's really time to move away from those hot slopes and find cooler, shaded slopes, or just move away from avalanche terrain. Additionally, we are currently dealing with a bit of a persistent slab problem with a layer of buried surface hoar. This layer around here is generally only buried a couple of inches deep. And in those spots, it's not really deep enough with a strong enough slab above it for it to be a problem. But in some isolated areas where the wind drifted the snow into a thicker slab above, I was finding that surface hoar layer buried a foot or even more deep with a stiff slab above it. And in those areas, one of those spots, I got a propagating result in an extended column test. So this tells us that there are some isolated spots right now where you could trigger an avalanche on that surface hoar layer, really in those more wind-loaded, northerly shaded places. The good news right now is that on these steeper sunny slopes, that surface hoar is likely melting away. But it's really something that we're going to need to think about on these shaded north aspects that are staying cool. That surface hoar layer is very well preserved. Sometimes in surprisingly normally wind affected areas, it's still there. And moving forward, the next time we get a significant snowfall and build a slab above, we could be dealing with some pretty dangerous avalanche conditions. So stay alert for changing conditions, and if you head out in the backcountry, be sure to check the latest forecast on our website, and ski and ride safe.